You can be on this side when the Honmoon is sealed. Away from the demon world, away from Gwi-Ma.
The pressures of fame are hard enough without making fighting demonkind your side hustle. The international idols Huntrix have their work cut out for them, but they make it look easy during K-pop Demon Hunters. The girl group's so efficient, they can take down a group of demons while free-falling from their private jet before making a flawless entrance to the end of their world tour. There's no one doing it like them, with their closest competition being the Saja Boys, who have the edge of getting supernatural help from the other side. As their new competitors dominate the K-pop world, Huntrix keep their heads high while protecting the innocent. They're a total knockout, and in the end, they succeed in defeating Gwi-Ma and locking him behind a new Hunmoon. With the world safe, they might think their lives will be smooth sailing from here, but I think the real trouble's just beginning. Today's video will dive into what's next for Huntrix in the sequel.
Any ideas?
I do have one idea.
Just one?
Actually 57, but let's start with my favorite.
Number 1. More intelligent demons. Our first introduction to demons leaves us with the impression that they're bumbling henchmen who don't know the first thing about human society. They successfully infiltrate Huntrix's private jet, but their peculiar interactions with household objects and their nerves around the trio make it painstakingly obvious that they're out of place. Not to mention, closer inspection reveals their markings, and it takes Huntrix less than 3 minutes to dismantle the group. Later, we see demons cowering below Gwi-Ma, most afraid to approach him or question his leadership. However, the moment Jinu approaches with the idea of infiltrating the K-pop industry with a boy band of their own, they immediately jump on board when they see the Saja Boys in action. Most of them certainly seem like the follow-the-leader types, with a few exceptions. If Gwi-Ma wants to outsmart or outmaneuver Huntrix once and for all, he'll need to rely on someone resilient, clever, and malicious. He might have won the day if Jinu had not betrayed him at the last second. If Gwi-Ma handpicks his next generals to unleash on Earth, Huntrix will find themselves up against a new group of demons who won't rest until they've freed their leader.
The hunters, they're too strong.
I understand.
You do?
Number 2. Public exposure. Although the demons haven't been the sharpest tools in the shed, it does come as a surprise that Huntrix's fans haven't started to suspect something sinister is happening behind the scenes. The audience of Huntrix's final show of the world tour didn't bat an eye when the trio fell from the sky. They complimented the demons for their costumes, and they cheered in delight when Huntrix destroyed them, making the demons disappear before the crowd's very eyes. Average humans believe Huntrix has some serious special effects to make their shows memorable, but strangely, even their manager and crew don't question where these actors and effects come from when they didn't appear in rehearsal. Sure, Huntrix can lie through their teeth and say it was all a pre-planned surprise for the fans, but that excuse will become harder to maintain now that hundreds watched them fight through hordes of demons, defeat the Saja Boys, and vanquish Gwi-Ma. At the end of the battle, Huntrix hover in the stadium above hundreds, and there are no lifts or wires to blame. At this point in their careers, the truth may be out there, making the modern world aware of demons, their dangers, and the people entrusted to keep them safe. Huntrix might feel the heat of public exposure as the world begins to criticize and praise them as their mystical protectors.
I love my girls!
Number 3. Internal conflict. The pressure associated with fame is bad enough without becoming glorified superheroes. Many musical groups throughout history have succumbed to that pressure, leading to industry-shaping breakups. Huntrix themselves go through one during the Idol Awards, as demons separate the trio so they can sabotage Rumi on stage, ripping her costume to reveal her demon markings beneath. After keeping her demon side a secret from her friends for years, Mira and Zoe can't help but feel betrayed in the moment. They're torn between personal feelings and their obligations as hunters, ultimately raising their weapons against Rumi. The fallout of Huntrix's public breakup causes an international stir as negative emotions rise and Gwi-Ma preys on their disheartened fans. Of course, Rumi comes back to fight Gwi-Ma and restore the Hunmoon. Her honesty in the moment resonates with her fellow hunters, saving Mira and Zoe from Gwi-Ma's control. They band together and use their combined strength to defeat him, seemingly putting their differences behind them. At the end of the film, they cry about nearly losing one another and celebrate their victories with a spa day. All seems well, but Zoe and Mira might struggle to trust Rumi moving forward. Not to mention, they all have insecurities and shortcomings they need to work through that can divide them. Celine taught each of them to suppress their fears and weaknesses, and now that some have come to light, be it demon markings, fear of abandonment, or a need to feel perfect, internal conflicts might come between these three best friends.
Is gone.
It is. So we can make a new one.
Number 4, an unstable Honmoon. The Honmoon has existed for centuries, with new hunters rising each generation to fortify it against Gwi-Ma and his followers. They use their voices to instill hope in others, and those emotions helped the Honmoon turn gold, strengthening it for the year to follow. The hunters seemed to have their system down pat, and Celine ensured little room for error while personally training Huntrix to take over in the Sunlight Sisters' place. She taught them to fight their enemy without hesitating, to remain calm under pressure, and never to let negative emotions slip through the cracks. Celine's rigid structure and training proved detrimental to her successors, who slowly caved to the pressure as they continued to hide their pain from one another. Rumi's shame was the catalyst for the film's events, and while she finally loses control, she's the one who shreds the Honmoon, only to declare a new one be built in its place. The one she creates with Mira and Zoe appears to value the foundations of trust, mutual strength, and vulnerability. However, these foundations might allow the new Honmoon to become unstable as it responds to a variety of emotions, making it easier for demons to manipulate. If this is the case, then Huntrix will have plenty of hunting on their hands.
We've never seen the Honmoon like this before. Gwi-Ma must know we're so close to sealing it for good.
Number 5. Industry exploitation. Hunting aside, they do have another career to worry about. Many fans loved K-pop Demon Hunters because of how accurate it was to the real industry and what it's like to follow modern K-pop groups. Huntrix is fortunate enough to love what they do, and they have a forgiving manager who supports their creative vision. Still, the music industry has a history of overworking artists and stripping them of their musical license. The film doesn't touch on this for Huntrix, and they do have a fantastic manager who cares about their well-being. Also, Celine seems to fill the role of their mentor. Any indirect commentary about the K-pop industry comes from the Saja Boys, and that makes sense. We witness the fans rush them during their performances. They go to fan events without management to help them. One of their members is called Baby Saja, a decision that many viewers believe is a jab at the infantilization that some K-pop artists face during their careers. Huntrix is one of the lucky few in their industry, while demons would try to exploit both the good and the bad aspects of it. Now that the Saja Boys are no longer topping the charts or taking some of the heat from Huntrix, the trio might find the industry less forgiving. A storyline like this could present in several ways, whether they fall behind in the popularity polls as a new younger group debuts, or they feel pressured to conform to new social trends to remain relevant.
We already have plans.
What? What plans?
We got the hottest ticket in town.
To our couch.
Huntrix screams competency, and they wouldn't have become the industry's top performers if they couldn't handle the heat that comes their way. Stress is part of the career as they navigate world-ending problems while making them look like elaborate stage productions. Any fan of Huntrix likely holds them in high esteem, regarding them as creative professionals who don't fear pushing the boundaries of their industry. After all, they kill demons lurking among the audience, and their fans are none the wiser. That's some serious talent, and if Gwi-Ma wants to catch them off guard after they successfully defeated the Saja Boys, he'll need to update his game. Do you think any of the challenges in today's video could push Huntrix to their breaking point? Or will the trio come back stronger than ever before? We look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments section below.
But tomorrow, we can win this war. And when the Honmoon is sealed, we will be free of these demons.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
We have to crush that stage. Be better than we've ever been with the show to end the Saja Boys for good.